Hi everybody, it's Daryl with VR Giant here, and I'm doing something a little bit different today. I recently got my hands on a Rift, and because of that, I am able to cover Rift content now, and I'm also able to cover Rift accessories. And so I was sent a package by VR Cover, quite a nice package actually, and they've asked me to tell you my thoughts on it, and I've had it for a little while now, and so I think I'm ready to do that. First of all, I have to say the stock foam that comes with it, I have it off right now because I'm getting ready to do the review. I actually have I'll take this off for a sec so I can show you how to put it on. The stock foam that comes with it is actually surprisingly uncomfortable. I tried the Vive before, and I'd heard people say that it was uncomfortable, and I thought it was pretty uncomfortable. And I was expecting that the Rift, it was supposed to be the more comfortable one, right? It was supposed to be super light and really comfortable, and it has the nice triangle thing to grip the back of your head, which the Vive doesn't have. It's just because like the Vive is like, if I remember correctly, pure elastic bands or whatever. And so that got pretty uncomfortable after a while. But I found actually the Rift is pretty uncomfortable too, at least with the stock facial interface. So not that it's unplayably comfortable or anything, but it does kind of after a while sort of feel like it's kind of gritty on your face. Like I don't know how else to describe it. It just kind of your face starts to feel raw after a while playing with it, right? So I was sent a few things. I was sent the nose-free cover. I was sent, let me get this open here. Here's the package, by the way, that it comes in. I was sent a couple of regular cotton covers. They have the nose piece on them. I have another nose-free one here. They come in packages of 2. And I was sent their new facial interface with 2 pads. I've got a thicker memory foam pad here, and I've got the thinner pad. So what makes this different from the stock foam, where is it? Here. What makes this different from the stock foam is the stock foam, the foam's glued on. If you have a Vive, that might surprise you, but this was the case on the DK2 as well. The foam isn't removable, which makes it so that you can't just make these pads for them like they did with the Vive, right? Because with the Vive, you just peel off the old one, you stick the pads on, no problem. So what they've done is they've created. It's like literally, it's exactly the same. Like, I mean, the plastic is a little bit different. It says VR Cover on it here, but otherwise, I mean, to look at them, they look. Yeah, this isn't working so well. They're like, jeez. Sorry, I'm new. Okay, which way am I doing it here? Friggin' backwards camera. Okay, you can tell I don't do this kind of video a lot. Anyway, they're the same. They're the same. Obviously, they have to be, or else they wouldn't fit. But where they differ, and this is the important part, is the Velcro. They got the Velcro piece on there, so you can just take these covers, fold it in half, get roughly the middle area of the thing, and yeah, stick it on. There it is, and you will notice immediately as soon as you put it on your face, it feels so much better. So much better. I personally, I thought the thick one was going to be the more comfortable one, but I actually like the thin one better. The thick one, I don't know. I don't know. It makes it feel tighter somehow, and even when I loosen it, it makes the Rift feel pressed against my face more. And it's not quite as comfortable in my opinion as the thin one, but I mean, see how quick that is to put that on there? It takes no time at all. It's super easy. As far as how the material feels on your face, it's the same material, so it feels the same. The padding, I'm not even entirely sure that the extra padding really is noticeable, because this is quite soft. And it gets you in closer to the lenses as well. And that's the other thing I noticed with the thicker one, is I could more clearly see the outside of the lens, which I didn't really like that very much. It's not so close, mind you, that you can see the edge of the screen. I had seen on Reddit somebody posted that they took their whatever, they took their whatever facial interface off of the Rift and just slipped a Gear VR foam in there. Now I have probably a different Gear VR than they have. I have these super thin foams that came with the S6 Innovator Edition. But anyway, so I tried it out, and it got me in so close that I could see the top, bottom, and sides of the screen. I mean, if you basically just take your facial interface off and put it against your face, you'll see it. In fact, I can do that right now. Like, it looks like you're looking down a box, is what it looks like. So it is not that close. So if you have that concern, where did I put it now? Whatever. If you, oh, it's on the thing, right? If you have that concern, don't. It's not an issue at all. Now, as for the covers, okay, I'm going to tell you straight up. This one, the thin pad, I tried them all. Sorry, I keep looking at my monitor instead of the camera. I tried them all, but I immediately went to this thin facial interface one and didn't really go back. I did actually swap out for the nose free at one point, just to try it out, and they're quite comfortable, but not as comfortable. However, the facial interfaces are more expensive. I think they're going to be like 40 something bucks when they come out, which makes sense. It's a molded plastic piece. It's more than just a piece of fabric, right? But okay, so sorry, I'm going to I have my cell phone recording over here. I'm going to jump over to that camera and see if I can't install this. Okay, the first time I recorded this, it didn't work, so I'm going to try again. I'm showing you how to put on the nose-free cover onto the stock Rift interface, but it works the same on both of them. So this is what it looks like on the back here. So it just kind of wraps around the product, and you fold one side over, and you pull it tight, and you get the piece here down by the nose. It doesn't actually loop around the nose, but there's, as you can see, there's nothing to loop around, so can't really blame VR Cover for that. And then you want to make sure that your elastics here are where they're supposed to be, because this has been my problem in the last like 5 times I've tried to record this. So I'm actually going to flip that over first, and then I'm going to put this on, pull it tight, and then flip this around. And that just flips around there like that, and once you've done that, it's on. That's all you got to do. And it is quite comfortable. It makes it nice and smooth. It makes it cooler on your face. It gets rid of that scratchy feeling that I was talking about. The one thing that I have found, and I don't know if this is just me and my user error, is that it doesn't quite click in here as well as it should. It pops out kind of easy, but not so easy that it's a problem. Like I'm used to when you put it in, there's a click, right, and it doesn't come out unless you really want it to. Whereas with this one, put it in, there isn't, the click isn't there, and this might be entirely my fault. I might be doing this wrong. but it doesn't click. But it's not falling out either, right? It's just it pops off super easy. So maybe that's a plus in your book. It doesn't matter to me because that's the original interface with which I'm probably not going to use. So my understanding, and I actually have not tried this yet because I kind of forgot it was a thing, is that this, oh, my phone stopped recording, so I guess I'm not going to be using that anymore. This actually works over the thin foam on the new facial interface, so I'm going to try putting that on here as well and see if the same issue occurs there. Okay. Oops. Something wrong there. Okay. Well, okay. So that is on there. I'm not entirely sure that it stays on well enough that you'd be able to leave it on. In between uses, but let's see how this is. Okay. So that is actually quite nice. I like that. Yeah. Hold on, let me put headphones on and loosen this up a little bit and just see. So, yes, that is good. I did notice the other day I was playing, what's it called? Vanishing of Ethan Carter. And I was in it for hours, probably like 2 hours, I think. And the foam was quite sweaty when I took it off. Just wipes off, of course, that's what it's made for. But it might have been good to have had a cotton cover on it as well. Then I could just take the cotton cover off, swap it out. It's probably just easier to wipe it off, actually. But the cotton does add another layer of cushion between your face and the Rift, so that's good. So overall, I would say that the facial interface is probably, well, not probably, it's the best of the products that I've used here. But they're all good. They're all good. Now I know there are some issues with the nose-free covers, and it looks like maybe they've been changed. I'm just going to slip it on here because I've had no trouble at all with this thing. Now again, I don't find it as comfortable as the new interface with the foam on it, but if you don't have the money for it, the covers are not by any means a consolation prize. They are quite good and worth the money. $19 for the covers, I believe, plus shipping. Okay, so there's the cover. I'm just going to throw this on for a second because I kind of forget what it's like. Okay, so I can see how some people might be annoyed by it. I like it though. I like that feeling of it going across my nose, but I could see how if you didn't like something touching you, that could get on your nerves. Now the other thing too is I just actually reached up and I pushed it up and it has almost 100% gotten rid of the nose gap. I can see a little tiny bit of my finger waving right here. But other than that, like without this thing on, let me just pull it up like that. And without this thing on, oh man, I can see so much more. It's like, I don't know whose nose that was made for, but I'm sure Kleenex is happy they exist. Okay, so I apologize if this has been a little bit rambly. I didn't really plan it out beforehand. I just kind of had a free few minutes to sit down and record. So I thought I would go ahead and do that. But my final verdict is go buy one. If you have a Rift, go buy one, especially if you find that the original interface is uncomfortable, because these are worlds better, like night and day better. I wouldn't be surprised if Oculus gets their hands on these and like you see them on CV2 and they just like steal it or something, because that's how much more comfortable they are. I'm surprised that it's not on there actually originally. So that's how good they are. That's how good I think they are. So anyways, I will probably I will put a link down below to the website where you can purchase them. And yeah, that's about it. Go buy them. Thanks for watching.